a new sheriff in town, and her name is Letitia Scott. Is y'all ready to talk about it? Get the music! Oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back.
I'll drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate up for discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just boast it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video over here to discuss Love and Marriage Huntsville season 5 episode, I don't know, 4, 5, I don't know. I'm gonna have it right down there in the doggone thing. And let's call this Tisha is the boss. Yeah. Martel has to succumb, to a woman's rule. Oh, I know it's eating his little misogynistic heart up. Eat your heart out. Let's get into it. So the episode opens up. Tisha and Marcel goes to see Scott Manor. You know, they've been working on Scott Manor for like 15 years. And I don't mean 15 directly, but you know, it just feels like that. I think it's like 5-6 years. And you know, Marcel wants to chuck it up to COVID and switching architects. That's because you want to trust your cousin. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I had the same conversation with my best friend. It's great to support family and friends. I'm here for it. Support black businesses. But stop supporting people just because of the title. Because Marceau, y'all been working on this house for too damn long. Your cousin been playing and dragging his feet. Now look at you starting from ground zero. Tisha over there saying y'all ready to break ground soon and be on y'all way. And you say actually when we break ground, we still got a whole lot to do. It's going to still be another 5 years from the sound of it. Listen. Girl, y'all need to get it together down there at Scott Manor. Tisha over there hollering about how she gonna be jogging up and down the doggone hill. Child, by the time you get to jog, your knees ain't gonna be worth a dime because you're gonna be 58. You better keep running, girl. But Tisha lets him know that, you know, I decided I'm gonna invest in my mom's food truck. And Marcel was like, I ain't here for it. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm on Marcel's side. Marcel was like, she ain't got no business plan. She ain't got nothing intact. The truck don't even work. So Tisha said, yeah, it does. My mama called me and told me she put a battery in it and started it up and ran it around the block or whatever. And Marcel's whole thing is she's lying. And she was like, why would my mother lie? He said, like Tisha said, to get the doggone contract, duh. I don't believe nothing that she's saying. So now Tisha was like, well, you asking about my mama. What about Martel? You ready to jump back in bed with him and have him back on board? Marcel's whole thing is this. I know Martel was dirty for saying what he said and doing what he did or whatever, but he was between the rock and the hard place at that time. So I kind of understand. But ultimately, as far as the work, we do good business together. That's just what it is. Well, Tisha's whole thing is, girl, I don't care what kind of work y'all do together, but at the end of the day, I own Scope. Scope comes through me. So I will let you know if I want to deal with Martel Hope again. Because I run Scope. She's so busy worried about him saying that Marceau slept with 20 women and hurting her feelings. Girl, you better separate your business from your feelings. And I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't give Martel a chance neither because I just wouldn't trust him. But as far as like, oh, he said my husband slept with 20 women. He was gonna tell my family and hurt my kids. Girl, your husband the only person to tell your family. Tisha, you are very smart to be so slow when it comes to this man. Let's move on because she's want to do a meeting with him one-on-one. So we'll see how that works out. Now, Martel meet up with Melanika to tell him about the rumor of them two smashing. This is what we do find out. They did smash in high school. I could tell. But, you know, when Martel tells Melanika that, you know, there's a rumor and this is where it's coming from Mel, you know, and, you know, Melanika was like, this is what I did like about you, Melanika, even though I do think you done smashed him in the past, more recent than high school. Melanika was like, I don't know nothing bad to say about Mel, and I wouldn't say nothing bad about Mel. She was like, but I feel like her going around saying this as if, you know, it's because of the wedding and me dropping out. Like, that was, first of all, the timeline is all jacked up. I didn't drop out the wedding 2 weeks before. It was months. And then I only dropped out because my assistant said you was in there trying to smash. And when I confronted you about it, it turned into a whole blow up. So I decided the professional thing to do was just let my mama take over. So I did that. But for her to like run this narrative, it's messy. And like she said, hurt people. They do. I know Kimmy initiated the conversation, but Mel didn't have to go that deep into it with this whole Melanika thing. But I ain't gonna lie, Melanika, we all thought you was smashing them too. The way y'all act, we all thought it was smashing. But she's like, listen, that's just what it is. Martel said we slept together in high school. First he was about to say like we never slept together. Then he said, but we slept together in high school, but you know, it's cool. And she was like, listen, my husband and my marriage shouldn't have to succumb to this because Mel want to be messy. So with that being said, that's messed up, you know. And, you know, Martel ain't gonna check Mel because he trying to get back in. So, you know, girl, deal with it how you deal with it. Girl, at the end of the day, she over there hollering she don't want to sleep with Martel. Don't nobody want Martel but Mel. I believed it. She was like I told her then, don't nobody want him but you. And girl, ain't nobody running behind no damn Martel. And then Martel was like, what you mean you're not going to sleep with me? No. That girl said she ain't going to sleep with you. And is it me or did Melanika lose a little weight? Go ahead on, Melanika, and saw herself and said, let me level up. Go ahead on. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. Mel and Miss Van have a conversation, girl. Okay, Miss Van. Every time you get up on this show, you're looking more and more suspect, Miss Van. So Miss Van has a conversation with Mel about her interview she did. And Mel was like, you did a good job and whatever the case may be. And Miss Van brings up the fact that the girl was a good interviewer because she asked all the questions. Now, this makes Mel say, oh, yeah, because, you know, I saw the little slight shade you threw at Tisha and Marceau, and I didn't worry about it because I knew it was light, funny shade. It was fun, cute shade, you know. And Miss Van, yeah, you right. And that's why, you know, I only did it like that because, see, I do classy shade. My shade is real light and easy breezy, you know what I'm saying, shade. But the girls, they be going for the juggler. See, I don't do it like that. Miss Van, shade is shade. And you can't pinch me and then be mad when I knock your ass out. Not saying that I would knock Miss Van out, but you get what I'm saying. You started some stuff, and when Marceau put the picture out, because you put the Team White photo out, when Marceau put the two bottles together that he allegedly said you sent to Tisha, and then you allegedly saying that Mark sent to you, but it wasn't nothing that deep, because Mark said his mama said he gonna marry a woman named Vanessa, and her name is Miss Van Vanessa, and blah, 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 but I was just a friend helping out a friend. Girl, save it. Save it, Miss Van, save it. You was smashing him. And listen, you a grown woman. If he ain't married, what's the problem? Miss Van, one of them church-going women who be acting like she ain't doing what she did and what she doing. Yeah, them the ones who be in the church praying with their Bible, and the whole time they getting their back blown out. That's Miss Van. I can see it. Like they said when they did the flashback, you're driving 4-5 hours and all that. You ain't doing that for no friend. But I got a best friend and I ain't driving 4-5 hours like that. Once or twice, but I ain't doing all that. Miss Van, you was getting that Mark, that Scott Peen. We know that. Just own it. Because this whole back and forth about you wasn't and making it seem so innocent. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. Miss Van was getting that peen. I said what I said. But anyway, she feels some type of way because she said Martel jumped ship to be with them. But Miss Van, Martel is trying to secure a job. Mel ain't gonna give him no money. So if he jumped ship to be on their side, then it is what it is. And during the flashback, Carlos King brought up the fact that you was taking them trips, making your way downtown, driving fast, getting them up because you homebound. You was. Stop acting crazy, Miss Van. You're a grown-ass woman. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. Tisha's talking to Martel about the buying back in the scope. So, okay. It's the meeting with Tisha and Martel. And Martel said he wants to buy back in the scope to make scope bigger and better and expand, not just build hotels, but own hotels and woo-de-woo-de-woo. But before they could even get to talking about that, Tisha asked how Miss Van was doing. And here comes Martel, because Martel's already sitting there like, oh, Lord, here we go. So she said, well, how's Miss Van? And he said, well, she all right or whatever, I guess. You know, I spoke to her or whatnot. And she said, well, you know, she put that messy picture out there with that Team White picture and she was being messy. Now, Martel trying to save face, like, listen, how you know it wasn't like, you know, just nice and being thoughtful, you know, or whatever. And she said, no, Miss Van like to throw the rock and hide her hand, I'm sorry. She one of them people be in the church with her Bible, but the whole time she got a lot going on. So she said, well, that's why Marceau posted the 2 Coke bottles with her name and a Scott name on it. So now Martel is just like, oh shit, like y'all getting down like that. Yes, they getting down like that. Martel, you better stay out of that. That's your boss. That's about to be your boss. You talking about buying back in. That's about to be your boss. Anyway, they get to the interview questions and she asked Martel what he want to bring to the company. Because, they all started it together, but she had to buy Martel out. And she's trying to see what he's talking about. Now, he's saying he want to bring the business up and buy hotels and own and all of this. But she had to step in and say, skirt. When I bought it from you, scope was in the negative. Ever since I had it, we are a multi-million-dollar company. So basically, for lack of better terms, we don't need you to bring up a goddamn thing. What do we get from you even hiring you? Is what she's basically saying. Martel, you're in for a rude awakening. Like she said, you and Marceau, y'all just act off of impulse. I'm very logical when it comes to my thinking and my business. I'm not just about to let y'all just run amok because, again, when I bought it from you, we was doing bad. Now I done got it up and running. You gonna have to listen to me. Look at me. I am the captain now. Is what she said. Now Martel getting his doggone confessional was like, if I have to listen to, and be under the rule of a woman, I guess I do it, For now, yeah, tuck your balls. Tuck your peen in your balls. Because you're gonna have to do that. It is what it is. We move to the next scene. The guys meet up to talk about future endeavors. So the guys meet up and they doing, I think it's with football, bowling. People just be coming up with anything. But they're over there meeting up to talk about it. And Martel lets everybody know that things are better with Mel. She's now letting the kids call him in the morning. He get to go down there for lunch and have lunch with the kids. Like, things are looking up. He's getting to talk to his children more. So Marceau was like, well, you can't live and cuddle with your kids. Are you dating? Now, Martel was really hesitant about answering that because we all know he was over there with She by Sheree. Child, please. But Martel didn't want to answer the question. So then he asked him how the meeting went with Tisha. And, he was like, it actually went well. Tisha and I spoke and, I really think that we could do a lot of good business together or whatever. Marceau was like, to be honest, people think that I'm just the alpha this, alpha that. And, for the most part, I am. That's our gender roles. But when it comes to this business stuff, Tisha really keep me on my toes. Like, as far as budget, financing, making decisions, all these things that I would have been jacked up, Tisha comes in with that. The girl do have a PhD now. She ain't dumb. She just stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's a whole different. Those are two different words. But he was like, she gives them basically checks and balances. Now, Maurice was like, oh, I like this. I never thought I'd see you two back together again in business. And I'm saying, well, Maurice, why you ain't get back into business? Anyway, but he was like, I really like seeing this. This takes a lot of growth. And like Maurice said, this is going to be good for y'all because she's going to be like the deciding factor between y'all if y'all have different opinions. And, Marceau, well, I don't know, because her and Martel really, they normally think alike. So she probably sided with him more. She ain't going against her husband. Don't worry about it. So now Marceau brings up the fact that him and Tisha don't start nothing, they finish it. And Miss Van put that picture up of the teen wife stuff acting crazy. Like she was being cute, but we ended up putting them two Bibles up. Now she over there acting crazy. Like she wasn't paying their brother child support. And also like she wasn't down there spinning her wheels to go down there and see him. Girl, listen. Marceau said they dated for a while. I believe him. Y'all can sit up there and listen to Miss Van, sit there with her big mama arms. I got them too. It is what it is. But y'all can sit up there and listen to Miss Van with them big mama arms, acting like she ain't doing what she did. And she did, because I do it and I got big mama arms. You get it? I don't believe the whole innocent Miss Van thing. She down there. She was paying this child support. And then furthermore, that means your brother Mark is a bum. Oh, gosh. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. It's the day of the grand reopening. That's in the background. Destiny is there. Miss Wanda's come to set up. Miss Wanda says she's there to set up her little event. That's how they say it. So that she wants Marceau to see that people eating her food, and she want to give Marceau some more of her food, so Marceau could cut the check. Girl, Muscle ain't trying to cut no check. You better ask your daughter, because Muscle ain't trying to cut no check. But anyway, so yeah, she wants Muscle to come down and cut the check. Now, she's outside setting up. Everybody's coming in. I think it was Kimmy and Maurice came in first. And then after Kimmy and Maurice came in, I want to say it was some other people. Oh, Marceau and Tisha. Destiny's got her cousins as their vendors, teaching them people there, the vendors. Everybody is there to make a coin and showcase their little businesses or whatever and make a coin. Melanika comes in with Martel, and they over there having a conversation with Destiny, and you know, asking her how everything going. Contessa and her husband come in there, her and Dr. Scott, him and Dr. Scott, well, her and Dr. Scott. Fuck, y'all get what I'm saying. They come in there and say, hey, she must have been in town, because ain't no reason for nobody to be in Huntsville, Alabama. But they stopped by to say hey. And then all of a sudden, Martel asked Destiny if she invited Mel. So Destiny was like, yeah, she's right there, Melanika. And then Martel was like, nah, you know what I mean. Did you invite Mel? And she was just like, so anyway, y'all like the decorations? As you should, because guess what? Mel would have did the same thing to you. You did right. But all of a sudden, Mel is pulling up in that doggone Magnum condom that she called a Benz truck. Girl, that is the most gaudy, ugly. It was cute the first time I seen it, and then after I thought about it, after it flashed my eyes and my brain again, I ain't like it again. Girl, Mel, get that metallic BS off that truck. You look like a damn soul. You're riding around the streets of Huntsville, Alabama, looking like a goddamn Magnum double XL. Don't ask me how I know about the sizes, but I just know that's what she riding around looking like. A condom. In the wrapper. If you ask me my opinion, Mel, you wasn't invited, because I heard you tell your mama it's a public event. You wasn't invited. You came down there for whatever happened. So whatever happened is on you, Mel. It is what it is. You wasn't invited. You should have stayed home and caught Miss Wanda on the flip side somewhere. It was a mutual place. That's what I'm saying, and I don't care what nobody say. I know the Mel fans gonna act crazy, but I said what I said. Anyway, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. We'll find out, did Miss Wanda kick Mel's ass, or did Mel kick Miss Wanda's ass, and did Martel get his ass kicked and fired before he can even start? Did he get fired on his day off because he wants to fight Marceau or Maurice or one of them, child? We'll find out next week. Drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on TikTok, and yeah, I will see you hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll. How you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.